This podcast is for informational and entertainment purposes only. It is not medical advice. Please consult a qualified healthcare professional before making any health or lifestyle changes. Welcome to the Happy Healthy Her podcast, your go-to space for real talk, inspiration, and laughter as we navigate life as a woman. Let's dive in.
Okay. Well, welcome back to the Happy Healthy Her podcast, where we navigate life, health, and hormones with a dose of real talk and laughter. And speaking of laughter, today's episode is going to have you smiling from the inside out. We're joined by the incredible Cathy Nesbitt. She is a health and wellness advocate with a joyful twist.
Yes.
She's the founder of Cathy's Laughter Club and a certified laughter yoga teacher, appointed laughter ambassador by Dr. Maiden Kateria. Is that how you say his name? Kateria? Nice. I have seen him before. I'm very cool with that. That's very cool. The founder of Laughter Yoga. Cathy's teaches people how to shift from stress to joy using simple tools like laughter, tapping, love tapping, and brain gym. Curious about that.
Yeah, me too.
She's here to show us how laughter, yes, even fake laughing, can be one of the most powerful tools for healing stress, boosting mood, and bringing more energy into your day. Because when we feel good, we do good. So before we dive in to this feel good conversation, let's quickly introduce ourselves. So I'm Tracy Mail, a health empowerment coach, here to help you improve your health naturally through nutrition, movement, and mindset. Cynthia?
Hi, I'm Cynthia Penner, a menopause coach and author of the Menopause Map book series, and I guide women through the wonderful, sometimes wild world of menopause. My focus is helping women navigate this season of life with confidence, knowledge, and a whole lot of laughter. So, this episode will align beautifully with my mission of laughter. Lorraine?
Sweet, Lorraine. Hey.
Hi, I'm Lorraine Keim, a wellness coach, empowering women to reconnect with themselves, shift their mindsets, and live more authentically. And that includes laughing at oneself and circumstances.
Awesome.
Sweet, very good. All right, Cathy, we are so excited to have you here today with us. You've got such a fun and unique way of helping people feel better, and I know our listeners are going to just absolutely love this conversation. So let's start at the beginning. Can you tell us a bit about yourself, who you are, what you do, and how you ended up bringing worms, sprouts, and laughter into people's lives?
Oh, wow. Where do I start? No, I'm focused on laughter now because of 2020, but yeah, it's the 23rd anniversary of my worm business.
Wow, that's awesome.
Right? Yay.
Yay, I love worms. Yeah.
Selling worms by the pound for indoor composting. So these are not
Yep.
for bait. Yes.
Right. Yep.
This is to create beautiful food. I mean, the mission is way
Yeah.
bigger than I ever imagined, but people didn't want what I had. People don't buy what they need, they buy what they want, and they didn't want what I had, but they needed it.
I have worms. I had worms. The worms in the house. I
Yes.
absolutely compost worms. I love them.
Yay.
I started
So
in
good.
2020. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really a wonderful thing, but not everyone wanted that. So I took on school workshops, and I'm located in Canada, as part of you are.
Nice.
And in 2002, our landfill, or 2002, the landfill for the Greater Toronto Area closed, and we started to export our garbage to Michigan.
Wow.
Wow, how irresponsible. Yes, it
Right.
is. Not on the people, but the government. But anyway, that's another show.
Yeah,
And I had a solution. So 6 million people in the Greater Toronto Area, half living in condos, townhouses without space to do outdoor composting. And yeah, so there I was marching away. And 2012, one more person said, "Ew, worms in the house." And I'd heard it hundreds of times, but I was like, la, 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 no, this is important. You need it.
Yeah.
They were like, no, I don't want it. Uh, and I felt it. I questioned everything. I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? How am I going to put worms in every living space if people are still, they don't know about it and they're still saying, ew. So it's changing mindset, like all of what we're all doing to help
Yeah.
people live a better life. And the very next day, I was introduced to laughter yoga.
Oh,
Wow.
What?
Meant to
You
be.
can't make this stuff up, right? You
No,
gotta
right?
just follow
no one
along.
is
Whatever.
that perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, laughter changed my life. So laughter yoga. I know you all laugh a lot, but have you heard of or done laughter yoga before?
I have
Yep.
not.
Tracy,
have.
yes, and Lorraine,
Yep.
no. Okay,
Yeah.
good. So laughter yoga, not doing yoga and laughing, not jokes or
I
comedy.
cry when I do yoga. Sorry.
It's laughing as a cardiovascular exercise. Dr. Kateria's goal is world peace, and I believe laughter yoga was started in 1995, so we could be ready for 2020. There are clubs in over 120 countries. North America's a late adopter, so yoga's kind of just arriving.
Mhm.
Laughter
Yeah.
yoga's still in the ocean.
Okay.
Thank you for the opportunity. So there's little games to inspire the laughter. That's what the laughter is, and it really has changed my life. But so I'll leave that there and let you.
That's cool. Very, very awesome. Lorraine, did you have anything? Any
Yeah.
questions or?
So you were talking about laughter as like, it's not like you're laughing while you're doing yoga. Can you give us a little example of what it means to do like laughing exercises or laughing games and incorporate that with the yoga? So the audience has a little, they can visualize a little bit better what that means.
Absolutely, thank you. So the yoga part of laughter yoga is the practice of the laughter and the deep diaphragmatic breathing. And there's gentle movements. You could absolutely do downward dog and laugh if you if you were so inclined. But there's clapping and chanting. So when you're clapping palm to palm because you're getting energy just by clapping. And the rhythm is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and the words are very easy. Ho ho, ha ha ha. Those words are even funny. Like those are happy sounds.
Mhm.
And those in Qigong, ha is the heart sound. It's the healing ha ha ha, and it's a release. But those sounds, or when we make those sounds, they're attached to our diaphragm. So when we're laughing, even fake laughter, even simulated laughter, our body doesn't know the difference. Our brain does. Our brain might be like, why are you laughing? No jokes or comedy. What's happening here? And your body's going pew pew pew. So great. Keep going. Feel great. So listen to your right, and that's what we want. We want people to drop into their body and out of their head. And laughter brings us there when we allow ourselves. Right?
Yes.
If we're in our head going, oh my gosh, I don't know what's happening. Well, I look ridiculous. Yes, you do. But we all do, so it's fine.
That's right, right.
Yeah, so there's little games to inspire the laughter, the clapping, which helps people that are in their head go, okay, I'm doing something.
Yeah.
And that primes us when we're going, ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Our brain's like, oh, happy time, yoop. And we start secreting all the love drugs, drugs.
Nice. Good.
Love-
That's pretty.
I
We'll go
love-
into a little bit more in segment 2, right? Like that
Yeah.
was, yeah. Let's go. Sorry, go ahead.
I love that. I love that the sounds are a big part of that because there is something about sounds, the way you make sounds in your body, and it brings that mind-body connection when you have something that kind of, as you said, primes that for like another stage, for a next stage, and you can continue going. So thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So I was just thinking, as you were saying that priming and the ha ha ho ho ho, it was making me think like we've done episodes on sighing is what Lorraine had taught me, but we do that. Like we sigh or I hum at work when I get stressed. Um, this is shifting the focus to positive. Like instead of thinking, oh, I'm stressed, I'm gonna sigh. This is like you're going the positive direction where I'm gonna prime my body for joy, right? Like the ha ha ha. I'd never heard that, but I do have a question, Cathy. So I'm curious, how do sprouts fit into your wellness picture? You partner composting, like you just touched a tiny bit on your work, sprouting and laughter. So do you see these threads weaving into one holistic approach?
I do. Before 2020, I thought I was a juggler. Like, what do you need? I have it. Do you want worms? You want sprouts? You
Oh,
want laughter? I got it. And then, thank you for laughing. I'm funny, but it's not about jokes or comedy.
Funny.
I've been sprouting, so I will talk about how I got into sprouting since 2002. It's a huge part of my health plan. And I met in at my very first event, like I'm divinely guided like we all are. I just pay attention. And I've been paying attention for a long time. So in 2002, at my very first event exhibiting with my worms, there was it was a show, CD Saturday, if you're familiar with those events, early on, 20 years ago, 23. Um, there was a man selling this sprouter and it was flying off the shelf. It looks like a spaceship. And so it's kind of funny that I say that. And when there was a break in the audience, I went over and I was like, what is that thing? And why are people buying that and not my worms? It's a garden event. Come on. Probably not that rude. I was probably politer. And he said, so this gentleman was a professional ballroom dancer, 72, wearing the crisp white shirt, the black vest, and I came from an employee background. So I didn't know anyone that was still working at 72. I was like, what is happening here? Anyway, so sprouting. So he told me all about sprouts. He looked super healthy. He had that, erect body like for ballroom dancing. Um, so here's the thing about sprouts, and I know you probably know already, but for the listeners, I'm going to say some fancy words, and I know I'm going to sound so smart because I am. They're hydrating, alkalizing, regenerative, biogenic, and sprouts contain up to 100 times more digestive enzymes than raw vegetables. As soon as we cook our sprouts or our vegetables, no more enzymes. Still fiber, protein, all the goodness, but not the enzymes. And as we age, if we're not taking in enzymes or eating salad or sprouts or whatever, our body uses our reserves and we start to get digestive issues. And it's getting younger and younger because our food is broken in North America, especially. And I'm not saying anything out of school, it's the truth. So what if we add, so then we go to the doctor and the doctor might say, here's a prescription for enzyme pills. Instead of, you could take a pill if you want, and I hope it works. But you could grow sprouts for pennies if we still had them. They still have
Yeah.
they still have pennies in the
Nice.
States.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
Right. So I've been eating sprouts for all this time. He said, if you're going to do this, start your day with 2 tablespoons of sprouted mung beans because they grow overnight. They're super fast, all of the things. And it was my private health plan. It wasn't until 2012 that I started selling it. But so that's how so the worms for amending the soil, right? You make your own soil. So we don't need to add the blue stuff. If it's blue, it probably isn't, natural, by the way,
Yeah.
unless it's a blueberry.
Yeah.
Um, right. So we make our own fertilizer. We feed the worms with our own food scraps. That's a cycle. We don't have to ship the stuff around. We grow our own sprouts for nutrient rich food. And then we laugh for overall health and wellness. So in 2020, when we had all that thinking time, I was like, oh, thinking. Oh my gosh, so much. I was like, oh my gosh, to answer your question simply, Cynthia, long-winded answer. Worms, sprouts, and laughter offer a wonderful, simple, sustainable life. It's my business too, but for anybody, if you add these 3 elements, you're slowing down, you're growing some food, you're just having a more peaceful, wonderful life.
so then
Guaranteed.
your mission spans mental health, ecology, and food. And so then
It,
how do you see the laughter wellness connecting to environmental or nutritional wellness? Like how do you connect it? Like you've got the 3 arms, now connect them for our listeners.
well, laughter changed my life. It really helped me to become more resilient. And I think on a certain level, when somebody said, ooh, worms in the house, I took it personal before laughter. And laughter has made me more, that's not my stuff. I didn't know. So that helped me. And then 2020, when we're in a mental crisis, we can't help even our neighbor. We're in this funk, we're in a tunnel. Um, so now I'm focused on laughter wellness because we have a global mental health tsunami. It's worldwide, and some people have bounced back, but I do believe that on certain level we're all struggling from that time.
Wow.
In Canada, we were locked
Mm-hmm.
down for 2 years. Like,
Yeah,
wow,
yeah.
come on. No one would even
Absolutely.
watch that movie if it was a movie before
No,
2020. It'd be
right?
like, get out of here. The world shut down. Come on.
Absolutely.
So that's why, yeah, thank you for that question. We can't think about anything other than how do I get out of this crisis? So that's why my focus now is to help people feel good, because truly when we
Yeah.
feel good, we do good.
Yeah. And
Absolutely.
isn't it a very common saying, laughter is the best medicine?
Yeah.
So like, come on, right? You
Everyone
have
says that,
healthy, right? Absolutely. And it's true.
but they
Like
don't
if you
do
can
it.
laugh it off, no, absolutely. I love this because the 2020 is when I started December 2019, I got my first worms. I bought a pound of worms and I started that. I started growing microgreens in my home. I was selling
Hey,
those when we lived in Cambridge, Waterloo area. Yeah, so it's so funny. Everything you're doing, I was doing too. Now we moved away and I don't have the space right now, but I have all my shelves. I got my lights. I got all my stuff ready to start again, but I just haven't had the time to get into it yet. But full intention, I lost most of my, I was so sad. I had over 3,000 worms, right? They don't smell. People are like, oh, don't, there's no smell. You put all your food in, right? If they eat it all, not all your food, your greens and that kind of stuff, fruits, all that stuff you put in, they eat it all up, make this beautiful black gold compost, right? It's fantastic. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right. Good, good. Thank you for all that. That's so good. Um, let's see, where are we at? We covered we did go into why it works. You talked about that. Um, it's the best medicine. It says right here, right? So, what else can we go into?
The science. Let's go into the science.
Okay. Is that
Dose.
well, did we cover the science here? I'm just sorry, we kind of got off track here.
I'm sorry.
We had what? No, it wasn't you. We got so why it works, right? So I guess the science can be why it works, right? Let's cover. You talked a bit about, like answering Lorraine's question, why people do it or how it helps them. But okay, do you know much? Like, do you look into the
Oh, I
science
have
part of it?
science. Oh, I have
Absolutely.
science.
Okay,
Oh, for
go
those that
nuts.
need science, like I don't need science. Does it make me feel good? Good, I'm going to do it. But
Yeah,
some people need
yeah,
the science.
exactly. Yeah,
Here's
yeah.
some science for the science folks.
All
So
right.
I think the most important part for laughter is the oxygen. Our brain requires
Mm,
25% more oxygen than the rest of our body as an operating principle. It's a machine, the answering machine. So
nice.
when we're stressed, we're not breathing properly. Our body's not getting what it needs. For sure, our brain isn't. Ever lost your keys, phone, glasses, and you're flapping around? Ah, I gotta go. You're
Mm,
getting more and more stressed. You're never going to find your keys in that state because your brain is literally deprived of oxygen. And we know this. Anyway, so what all we need to do, if we think of it, if there's enough oxygen, is to stop, take a deep breath in, laugh it off, apologize to everyone we just yelled at, and our keys, phone, glasses will be right there. So I think that's the most important piece. And here's a thing, because cancer is a big problem in our society. Cancer cannot survive in an oxygen-rich body.
mm,
Cancer cannot survive in an oxygen-rich body. And we're living in this perpetual state of stress now. Everyone's in, like, it's so scary. And again, back to 2020, I think there's residual of that time
mm,
lingering around. There's just so many things that cause us to get triggered and go into trauma. And we're not breathing, we're not functioning, we're just, yeah. So laughter is the opposite of stress and gets us into that. We're secreting all the love drugs versus the cortisol, adrenaline, epinephrine, the stress hormones. We're not in both sympathetic and parasympathetic at the same time nervous systems. We do fluctuate back and forth, but if we can spend more time in parasympathetic, that's the rest and digest. When we eat, it gets absorbed into our body properly. It's, yeah. So science, there is tons of science around, again, around cancer, laughing with your whole cancer team if you're going through chemo or radiation, folks doing dialysis. Imagine they're there for hours sometimes, laughing with the team. It dilates our blood vessels so that just the fluids flow better. We're not stressed. I would say that they need to stop having the news stations on in health centers. What I don't
Oh, yeah,
understand. Like,
absolutely.
why don't they have nothing or the fireplace and a nice
A comedy
meditation music?
station, something.
Comedy, right? Something. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I was in charge,
News, right?
it would be
Absolutely,
more
me
about
too.
food and exercise. But anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hmm.
Good. Okay, good.
The reason I had mentioned the science is because when we were exchanging notes with you, Cathy, there was that, which I'd never heard it before, but the four feel-good chemicals actually spell
Mm,
Dose. Yeah, I love
like a
that. I
dose
noticed
of
that.
medicine. And
Yeah.
so that's why when I was looking, I'm like, let's talk about dose, like
Yeah.
dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. It actually, exactly what
Acronym
Tracy
is
said, laughter is the
dose.
best medicine, and a dose of medicine are those four feel good. It just, I was
Hormones,
reading, I'm
right?
like, how have I never heard this before?
right.
So for women in menopause, especially, cortisol and anxiety can be super high. So how quickly can laughter practice begin to shift that nervous system response?
In an instant.
Instant.
It's immediate.
Really?
It's immediate. That's how
Absolutely.
laughter is simply, and not simply, it is simply a chemical, electrical, biological process. That's it. Either we're vibrating up here when we're laughing, ah ha 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 ha, secreting all the love drugs, pew pew pew, not or, but and or maybe we're depressed, we're feeling anxious, we're frustrated, we're stressed, we're angry, we're secreting all those cortisol, adrenaline, epinephrine, we're not breathing properly, or at least not into our full vessel. Um, it's immediate. It's
I love
immediate.
the way your body did that, Cathy. Did you notice, ladies, did you notice when she was talking about laughing, she literally went like this. And then
Yeah.
when you were talking about being sad, you literally went like this. Like I wonder, Cathy, when you're working with your clients, like if someone's laughing, has anyone ever gone like this and started laughing, or do they all go, woo?
Well,
Change
sometimes
in
your stomach's
body.
hurting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes you go over if you're laughing too
Sometimes you're like,
hard.
oh
I
my
used to
God,
always
stop it.
fall.
You got to stop it. You're like, come on, quit
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Enough for it. But I have rock hard
Absolutely.
abs, ladies. I have rock hard abs from
Yeah.
laughing.
Yeah.
I
You
laugh
would.
every day. Like since
Yeah.
I was introduced in 2012, I was going with my mother-in-law. It was our date night. It was a hobby. It was fun. And then I start getting paid gigs and I was going into long-term care, working with folks with dementia.
Nice.
It's like
Nice.
music. We remember. We don't need to know. There's no jokes or comedy. Good. We're just laughing. What are you laughing at? I don't know. Nothing. Ha ha ha. I feel great. Good.
Yeah.
Keep on, right? Just
Mm.
like music. It's like, oh, like people with dementia, as soon as you play a song from their era, they'll jump up and start doing the dance from then and singing the words maybe. And they haven't spoken. Who knows? Amazing. And then 2020, and I took it with I took a deep dive into the expression laughter's the best medicine. Like, is it true? And I've been on over 400 podcasts since 2020
Wow.
around the
Wow.
world. And I ask everybody, have you, if we don't haven't talked of it already, I ask them, have you heard that expression? And I haven't met one person yet. So if that's the truth, and it is, why is it so dang hard to laugh? Like, why
Right.
is it so hard for us? Why is it appropriate for somebody to walk into a room like very sad and depressed and down, and that's fine? They just kind of glide in, nobody notices. But if you come in, you're having a great time. Your energy, our energy precedes us.
Yeah.
People look you like, oh, what's happening with you? What are you on? All the things, right? Rather
Yeah.
than just going, oh my gosh, wow, what's happening?
Yeah. But when you do walk into a room like that, everybody comes to you because everybody wants to be around that. Nobody wants to be
Yes.
around that, that hard, heavy feel, right? So you try to avoid that and you want to go because it's natural energy. We get attracted to that positive energy,
Yeah.
right? So
But here's
it's
the thing today, I don't happen to have a cell phone. And I don't often drop that lightly, but we're all of a certain age. So younger people literally stop breathing when I tell them I don't have a cell phone.
what?
They're like, I'm like, it's okay, breathe, come back. But here's the thing about technology. When we're on our cell phone, we have the physiology of depression.
Yeah.
right? So we may be looking at something funny. So we're sending mixed messages to our brain almost all the time because most people are on their technology way too much today without
Oh,
judgment, because I
absolutely.
don't have one, but
Absolutely.
I know that might be me too. I hope not.
That's so true.
And I think that
Interesting.
energy is infectious. Like you were saying, if you
Yes.
have an up energy, that's going to be infectious. People are going to feel better, up, lighter. If you have a real down, heavy, solemn kind of energy, people tend to go with that as well. And so the last thing you want to do is spread that around, like misery loves company type thing.
That's
But
true.
Cynthia, you were saying earlier about threading these, together and everything. And it occurred to me with what you do, Cathy, is when you're talking about digestion and ingesting things and so forth, this is true wellness from the inside out when you're talking about healing your gut, giving your body nutrients, and then the laughter on the outside, and you've got the parasympathetic and everything. So that is like a true example of inside out wellness. So I think that's fantastic. And
Awesome.
laughter, as you were saying, even if it's fake, we all need practice. Some of us haven't laughed in years. Some of us have forgotten what humor is like. And it's like a fake it until you make it type of response. We do want to send those signals to our bodies regardless of those sounds, the touching our nervous system and everything, so that our nervous system can wake up again to that humor, to that laughter, to that light spirit. But there is another side that I want to bring up because I'm in the more psychological field. Not everyone has the same humor. And there are times where people need something different. Like they can be in a mood where they want seriousness, or they want comfort, or they want understanding, or they want someone to really relate to. And sometimes laughter can kind of feel dismissive of how they're feeling. So what is it that you do to get around that? Or how do you express yourself? Maybe still laughter, still humor, still uplifting, but to not, make another person feel like you're not taking their mood or their circumstances seriously.
Thank you. That's really good. Sometimes we definitely want to live in our feelings for a bit. So laughing changes that. So if you want to stay in it for a bit and you know feel the sad feelings or feel even the anger, whatever it is, it's like I don't want to just laugh. I want to know what this is. So that's important sometimes. I know in psychology. I do incorporate a lot of different modalities, and I'm an intuitive, and I when I'm working one-on-one with people, I do bring in other modalities, and I do let them know that we're not laughing at any particular situation. We're laughing because of, people will say that often to me, Cathy, how can I laugh? There's so many things going on in the world. And I say, there's so many things going on in the world. We have to laugh because it's the release. It really is. So I think my goal or my role as the laughter professional is to help people understand that the laughter is not like what we think, that we're laughing at a joke, that it's just part of the therapeutic process, that it's a release. It just helps bring us to the present. We're not thinking anything. When we're laughing, we're fully present. We can't, and sometimes even during a laughter club, I'm so present I can't remember one exercise to do next. That's the truth. That's when, as the trained professional, I'm like, okay, everybody, time to breathe. Put your arms out. So then I always do 3 breaths in a row. Then it's like, okay, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? So and I do incorporate a lot of other energy techniques like the tapping, which just helps to calm the nervous system as well. So depending what people need, I'm trained in Reiki as well. So I just bring in a lot. I really have a whole healing package, a whole wellness package. And I am very intuitive. So I'm aware when, even when somebody comes and they're like that, you know, they've been dragged to my club and they're kind of like standing on the fringes, not really breathing fully, and their energy is saying, holy crap, when's this going to be over? When I get through to those people, because I generally do, because it's really hard to resist, because laughter really is contagious. Like even that, like not smiling, like it's a lot of work. So I think, wow,
Yeah.
they've expelled a lot of energy just trying not to laugh. And
Yeah.
there's one exercise like laughter, library laughter. So you're laughing, but without making noise. So somebody's sleeping in the next room, or you're in the library. You're at Lorraine's place. Right? So you're laughing, but without making noise, but you're really laughing. It works your abs so much. It's so interesting because you're laughing, but nothing's coming out. So you're working harder.
You,
Thank you for that.
that's
I
so
really
funny. Yeah, that's great. That's very good. Always, it makes me think of a game. Before we moved here, we had friends over at the last place we lived, and the game, you had to read the card quietly to yourself and then act it out, and the people had to kind of guess what it was. But I read my card and I started laughing and laughing, and everybody at the table were just killing themselves. I was just howling and carrying on. But all it was pretend to laugh. And that was my thing.
Oh,
And it was exactly this, the yoga type of laughter, right? And I was killing myself. It started off fake, but then when everybody got laughing because they didn't know what I was laughing at, then it was just a whole big laugh session. This makes me think of that. It was such a fun
That's what
time.
laughter yoga is. It is.
Yeah,
It really is just
it's
laughing
so
for
much
nothing.
fun. Yeah, yeah. It's life is too serious. If we can get a minute to laugh, why not? Right? So that's fantastic. Good. Well, thank you for that. All right. So let's go to the next section. And I think this part is I'm excited about because I know a lot of women listening are feeling overwhelmed and stressed right now, like so many, right? So Cathy, how can someone start using laughter as part of their wellness routine, especially if it feels a bit awkward, like we've been talking about, or they don't consider themselves a laughy person, right? One small step they can try today to kind of get started with this?
One thing that's super powerful is they can just go to the bathroom. We go there several times a day. Everyone's got a
or when
mirror.
you're in
Hopefully, yes.
menopause.
Yeah.
And do a power pose. Either your kind of your Wonder
Mm,
Woman hands on hips, and look yourself in the eye and start smiling. And just start smiling, and maybe add a giggle if you're able, but even just smiling, you start secreting it changes your chemistry. And it's a challenge. If you can do it up to 2 minutes, then you're ready, you got it. And that's always a wonderful thing to do before you have to have a conversation with somebody, a child, a spouse, a boss. Go and do your power pose, then it changes your state that now you're the alpha person.
yeah,
Like
absolutely.
literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I would say if they're able, like go to a laughter club somewhere. There's all kinds
Mm.
online. They're in person. Really are everywhere. And now that they've heard it on your show, they're gonna hear about it all the time
Yeah,
now.
absolutely.
Fingers
Absolutely.
crossed.
Right. Yeah. That's so true. Funny, funny. Lorraine, you have anything to discuss on this?
Um, well, the laughter club. So what do you mean by laughter club? Is this like those comedy clubs, or is this something special? Or is this your yoga laughter club? I mean,
Yeah.
what is it that people are looking for?
So I have a laughter club on Tuesdays online. I have an in-person one too. Since you're in Ontario, Tracy, maybe one day.
Yeah, yeah,
uh,
absolutely.
yeah, my Tuesday one is on Zoom. I started June of 2020, so we just celebrated 5 years.
Oh, nice. Good for you.
Thank you. Yeah, 30 minutes
So
of
cool.
super fun self-care, and it's
Mm.
just doing the laughter yoga. I incorporate tapping, brain gym, qigong in my session. Laughter really does go with everything, and it's complementary. So it just, whatever we're doing, like I tap on, it's EFT, but I don't do the mantra. I don't do the whole cycle. It's just tapping on four spots
Mhm.
like stomach, kidney, thymus, and spleen. and breathing deep and smiling. Lots of instructions, but don't get stressed. And I tap on those 4 spots every day. And so I have a lot of laughter professionals who come to my Tuesday club, and they may be higher up in the laughter ladder than me, but because I incorporate all these other modalities, I'm a philomath, which is a new word that I just learned, which means, do any of you know philomath?
I do
Nope,
not.
never heard of
Oh,
it.
yeah, here you go, lifelong learner. I think Lorraine's a philomath too, judging by your library. A lifelong learner. So that's
Yeah.
so
Oh.
yeah, so I'm a lifelong learner, and I think one of my gifts is my ability to go to those online summits, 7 days or whatever it is, and congeal it into something that's usable, and I incorporate that into my laughter club. So I'm always looking for more ways that people can heal. And you did
That's so
ask
true.
for things. If people are watching, because I think this is audio as well, some places, right?
Yes, there'll be
If
video
people,
as well. Yeah.
yeah, so if people are listening, you might want to jump on YouTube, but you can grab a spoon from the kitchen, and if a magnet sticks to it, then you know it's stainless steel. The magnet doesn't have anything to do with this. That was for demonstration. I have one of these on my headboard, but you can have it in your purse, and wherever you have pain, just do figure eights. The metal in the spoon attracts the iron in our blood, and it's very soothing. So I have one of these on my headboard, and imagine this is my foot. I spoon my feet every night before I go to bed. I'm in bed, I'm all ready. Spoon my feet, and that changes the polarity. So north and south. Sometimes when we're out and about, our polarities get spun, or we're feeling wired. This grounds us. It's magic. And just do both feet, and that helps. That's one thing that it doesn't cost anything for people to do.
So
The
just
whole
wait,
new
just
take
wait.
on spooning.
Yeah. So, so Kathy, you want the magnet to stick to the spoon so that you know it's stainless steel?
Stainless steel.
Correct. It's not your fancy sterling one.
Okay, so
Yes.
magnet, you want it to stick to the spoon. Sorry, I'm writing this down because I have feet pain every night, and I'm thinking if I use that spoon and I do that figure eight, that would be awesome.
You will feel it, and you might start yawning. So what this does when you spoon your feet, it puts you into parasympathetic.
Oh.
Okay,
Very cool.
And this is
Okay.
the
Very
twofer
cool.
for me because not only do my feet hurt, but I get vertigo and dizziness. So you were
Wow.
talking about spinning polarities and stuff.
There you
So I
go.
can fix my feet and I can also straighten up.
Well,
That's so
yay.
good.
So good. I love it.
That's awesome. I don't think we touched on the brain gym. What is
Yeah.
Oh,
brain
yes.
gym? Yeah.
Yeah, so brain gym, there's a whole host of modalities, but one is the thinking cap. So you take your thumb and forefinger, and you just grab your ear gently, and you just unfurl, like it's kind of got that little ridge. You
Yeah.
unfurl with your thumb, and you go all the way down your ear. It's a kind of a full body massage. There's all kinds of acupressure points. So you're breathing and just slowly going down, and you can start back up at the top. Ah, yes, close your eyes if you're so inclined. So beautiful. Ah, and again, that just gets you back into your head, brings blood, lymph, oxygen back up to your head. If you have to have a conversation, do a thinking cap. That's one exercise. Another one is cross crawls. So you take, whenever we go across the center meridian, we're connecting our lobes. So you take one hand and boop the opposite knee, or if you're just going across the center, that connects your lobes, or you can just like put one hand on your shoulder and give yourself a little massage. Some of us carried stress there.
I do that a
Thank you very
lot.
much. Push down and drag across to the opposite hip. Whoops. And then do the other side. So again, you're connecting the lobes. And if you have somebody with you, they can do on the back, and you can literally feel the energy moving. This is part of, have you heard of Donna Eden?
Mm-mm.
Oh, look up Donna Eden. Oh my gosh, your life is changing today, ladies.
Oh,
She's the one
Right
that
on.
introduced the spooning. So many techniques. Donna changed my life again in 2020. She was one of the people that I came across. And if you Google daily energy routine, it's like a 5 or 7 minute just an energy, a few stretches, connecting heaven and earth, whatever. It just move some of your meridians, tapping on those 4 spots that I mentioned, stomach, kidney, thymus, spleen. Those 4 thumps, that's from Donna. Yeah, daily energy routine. Whenever I'm in Donna's, group, whatever, Eden Living, and when the first month, Donna's 82 now. She cured herself of MS, tuberculosis, allergies. She used to wear glasses, and then she didn't. I saw her at Eat Energy Fest in Arizona in September of last year. And she said, I have to start wearing reading glasses now. I better do some more eye exercises. So she cured herself of all of these modalities through energy.
Nice.
She sees energy, so she can see it. But can you imagine? She's really amazing when you see her. She's so high energy. I was like, I know what I'm going to be like when I'm 82.
Yeah, that's so cool.
But you don't
Nice.
just get there and have that energy,
No.
right?
Absolutely
This is a
not.
practice our whole life,
Yeah.
getting to, it's a
Sooner
practice.
you start, the better. Yeah.
The sooner the better, absolutely. But you can
Yeah.
change things today
Yeah.
by changing things today.
Yeah. I love it. That's
Oh,
exactly
how profound.
right. Right.
No time like the present. Don't wait anymore, right?
Yeah.
Don't wait. It's our life. Joy is our birthright. I really believe that we're meant for joy and happy and connection. Somehow we got slogged down. I know the society, the system, I don't know, without being a theorist, because we can theorize all we want. We need to take action. We need to just be like, okay, what do I want? When do I want it? All right now I'm going to start. And it's never too late, as you just said.
Good. I think we kind of went over this, but Cynthia, you know,
Yeah,
we go
I
a
was
little
going to
further
ask
here.
for a
Yeah.
mini, like a
Yeah.
morning routine, but you just gave us like 3 different morning routines, and definitely going to look up the daily energy routine. But thank you for that spoon. Yeah, you're right.
Spooning.
Just spooning. You're going to go to bed
Spooning.
I'm going
without
to
your
bed with
husband.
my
You said, I'm
husband's
just
be
going to
like,
go
oh,
do
come
some
on.
spooning. He's
He
like,
won't
I
spoon
told
with
Yeah,
me.
you could have his and her spoons on the headboard.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Exactly.
spoon, honey.
Spoon. Yeah. Yeah.
If
Rub
you want a
together.
couple more tips from household things,
Yeah.
I have the little ice pack. Oops, it's melting.
Yeah.
Ice pack. So you've heard of the ice plunging, cold plunging?
Yeah.
yes. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, not for me. Okay.
No.
No,
I
I like
want to,
hot.
but
But
no.
so here's an ice pack hack. You take your ice pack and you don't stress up and do it. You breathe into it, put it right on your vagus nerve, right on the side of your neck, and breathe into it. It calms down the fire. Like, okay, so jumping in a pool maybe has different benefits, but it happens, like it changes everything again. 10 or 15 seconds, and then you do the other side.
Interesting.
Especially
Yeah.
again, right? The hot flashing ladies.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
So
Put down
it's
your
really
hands
the
in your
cold
bra.
immersion, it's about,
Yeah.
I think the cold immersion is about getting your head into the water, and what you just showed us is that's getting your vagus nerve into the cold water, right? Yes.
right. Yeah, it's so beautiful. Practice that. It's such a beautiful, it's like, especially when there's a heat wave.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
next one is the brush. And you want just a cheap brush with the little knobby ends.
Yeah.
And you just tap. It's like, again, acupressure points. And if you have pain, say you have a sore shoulder, you're hitting, and that disrupts the energy. So then you want to brush that energy off. You don't want it to just settle back down and be pain again. So it will give you kind of not instant relief. I mean, it might be really sore, so keep practicing, right? It's a practice. And then just make sure that you brush off that energy so that it doesn't just settle back down again. I don't want to just say just, because I know people are suffering with pain. So I don't want to say it's just, because I know it's not just if you're suffering. Pain is stuck energy.
Yeah.
Pain is stuck energy. So yeah, it
Hard
might
to
take
say.
more than one. And here's a video that I would love for people, you and your listeners, to look at. It's called The Fuzz Speech. It's 5 minutes. It's a chiropractor. It's graphic. He's working on a cadaver, but you don't see the whole cadaver. He just talks about when you're sleeping, how your fascia kind of just rests and stuff. And you know how when you see a cat and they wake up and they're like every single like little piece. That's
Mhm.
what we're to do. Because when we have pain, we don't do that. We don't move that. And then that fuzz gets bigger. And then it's one day, then it's 2 days, then it's bigger, then it's so, right? Have a look at the fuzz speech. I don't want to wreck it for you.
Interesting. That's very good.
That
How to
fuzz as in F-U-Z-Z?
Correct.
Okay.
fuzz. I
Right.
just think of something else. That's good.
Yeah, because
Right.
when my
Who
feet,
knew? What a random show.
That's good.
I can relate to that because when my feet hurt, I tend to not walk on them. And then I find 3 days later, it's still sore. And so recently I've been saying, oh, this is ridiculous. I'm just going to walk on it normally and deal with the pain. And the next thing I know, by the end of the day, it's not as painful as if I had babied it and kept
Yeah.
off of it. So there is some good to maybe kind of working through or flexing through or movement through some of that stiffness and pain and things like that. So we have to be careful about babying and protecting
Absolutely.
some of our soreness with,
Mhm.
with wise, decisions. But yeah, there is something to that.
Absolutely. That's great. That's when you're talking about tapping your pain. I was thinking my husband's gonna be like, "Why are you chasing me around with a brush
And a spoon.
brushing them?" Like, I don't feel any better. What the heck? Anyway,
Well, then you can have the ice pack too.
okay, there you go. All right. Okay, so I'm wondering, can you put us through some laughter yoga? Can we get
Oh, sure
and
can.
let's have a laugh attack.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's start with the mantra. So just clapping
Okay.
palm to palm. We're just going to do this for a bit. And it's ho ho ha ha ha, smiling ho ho ha ha ha, ho ho ha ha ha, ho ho ha ha ha, ho ho ha ha ha. And then we go very good, very good.
Very good.
Yay!
Yay!
See, and whenever you have your hands over your head, you can't be sad, right? Like, oh, I'm so sad. No, what are your hands doing?
Unless I need a shave, I'm not sad.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, ladies, there's a new product on the market. You ready? It's laughter cream. And it comes in a pump. It comes in a pump. It's so convenient. So you just pump out however much you want, and then wherever you put it, you laugh because it's laughter cream. All right. And I actually have a label. I was going to bring it, but I forgot it. I have a label on my cream that says laughter cream.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so here we go. So on three, we're gonna just pump out some laughter cream and then we're gonna laugh. Here we go.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. And then putting take as much as you want, it's free.
Oh, man.
Yay, very good. Very good. Yay.
Yay.
Okay, arms out in front. Take a nice deep breath in. Hold it, smiling. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, and just weave it. Just sigh it out. Ha. And arms overhead. Breathe in. Stretching up. Hold it, and weave it out this time. Whenever we do figure eights, we're weaving our energy together. So even if you're sitting across from somebody, you can weave your energy together. You could do it under the table so they don't even know.
Oh.
So good. Okay, just stick up one finger. And now point at yourself
Crazy.
and start laughing. Woo! Woo, is it hot in here? Oh, thank you for that. That was so great.
All right, that's
So you
good.
can see how it changes your state just by doing a little, and it might start off as fake or simulated. The body doesn't know the difference. The body doesn't know the difference. So we can laugh, and when I came to laughter yoga, I was surprised how many people came to laughter yoga from depression and anxiety, and some my instructor, my master trainer, was on antidepressants. Like he was heavily medicated. Yeah. And he talked about how laughter changed his life. He still was heavily medicated, but it just helped. And with addictions, because sometimes we drink or do drugs or sex or eat or whatever we do to get those chemical hits. So how wonderful that we can just administer our own. We literally are in charge of our own pharma. So creating the stress hormones or the happy chemicals, like kind of up to us, but it's, life it can seem hard. Life can seem challenging. And I think that's why shows like this are so valuable, to help people understand that, oh, look at those four ladies. They seem to be like, what are they doing? What do they have? Oh, maybe I should listen. And we all came from somewhere. We all struggled. I was listening to some of your earlier shows, and you talk very openly about your struggles and the things that you've encountered. And I think it's so valuable, because no point in having something and then just keeping it and letting someone else just struggle on their own. Oh yeah, I've been that. I did that, but I'm over that now. I'm in another stage now. No, if we share what we've got, we make the way easier for the others. So I really salute all three of you for sharing.
It's so kind. Thank you for saying that. It's so nice. Well, thank you, Cathy. Anybody else have anything at this point? I think we'll wrap things
No,
up a bit.
covered everything I wanted to know. Yeah.
I did have a question about the, I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it Qigong? Qigong?
Qigong.
Okay,
Qigong.
yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yes. Thank you. So
Yeah.
Qigong predates Tai Chi.
Mm.
It's about 5,000 years old. All Tai Chi is a form of Qigong. Qi means like QI is energy, like CHI. So
Okay.
it's energy, and gong is movement, I think. And so we could do, I'm not going to stand, but one of the, well, there's many Qigong exercises. It's a lot of breathing, a lot of gentle movement, unlike Tai Chi, which is more martial arts, like we call and respond kind of thing. Qigong is more fluid. There's not exercises. It's just kind of gentle things. And one that I do every morning that I incorporate with the daily energy routine is called knocking on the door of life. So I will just kind of stand, and you hit on your belly, across your belly button and across your back and both sides. So it's called knocking on the door of life. And your belly button and through to the back is called the Mingmen point. And that literally gives us energy. So when we hit there, it gives us energy. So Qigong is an energy modality.
Oh,
Very
thank
cool.
you.
And it goes wonderfully with laughter, right? So you can do a stretch like heart to sky, and then you laugh it out. Breathe in, laugh it out. So the laughter is, each instructor brings different things. I mean, I rarely do the laughter yoga exercises, in fact, because I have so many other healing things that I want to offer, like the household tips, which isn't in the laughter manual.
Oh, that's great. Good. That's cool. I wasn't too sure what that was, so thanks for asking that. All right, that's good. Okay, so Cathy, you have given us so many golden nuggets. It's fantastic. Before we go, love to ask if you could leave every woman listening with one empowerment thought or tool, what would that be?
I have a couple. The first one is put yourself first. Like self-care is not selfish, it's self-love. So definitely put you first. And do these things first, like all your morning routine, do all the things first for you, and then you're done. Not that you're done, you could still do them later too. I have two of my favorite quotes, and one is, it's no for sure unless you ask. We don't ask enough. We just assume, oh, they're not going to want to help me, or they're not, we don't know. We're not them.
love
So,
that. Love
right?
that.
So it's no for sure unless you ask. Right? It's no already.
Yeah.
And the second one is, if you have a business, well, it could be with anything, but for me, it was because of business. Without awareness, action is impossible. Like if you didn't know that you could have worms in the house, Tracy did, but if you didn't know, you don't have them. Right? Bad for
Yeah.
business.
You don't know what you don't know.
You're not
Exactly.
calling.
Yeah.
So those are my two things. Just like, yeah, like
Yeah.
just live your life. Just, yeah.
Wonderful. Love
I
it.
did want
Thank
to
you so much.
shout out to my daughter-in-law. She was telling me that she has been doing the sprouts. And I thought it was so wonderful. And I'm not quite sure how she's doing it. I'm sure she's just doing, taking a little of her soil and then, sprouting them and doing what she's going to do. And I thought, do you use your worm soil to grow your
Yes.
sprouts?
That's a great question. So the sprouts that I do, it's hydroponic. It's in a little plastic, it's food grade plastic with a stainless steel mesh. And it's got a dome. It's about the size of a dinner plate. And yeah, so it's hydroponic, meaning with water. It's not with soil.
Not with soil. Okay. So because I
One-
wanted to say that I thought that's what she was doing, more like a fermentation. And
It's like
I was
compost though.
confused
right?
about water versus soil and everything. So is
Right,
that
right.
something you sell as well?
The
The
compost?
yeah, the hydroponic pot.
I do. Yes, I do. Yes, and Tony, who invented the system that I sell, he's 96 now, and he left his company to me.
Oh,
My
nice.
goodness. Yeah,
Yeah,
Wow.
that's a high honor. So that's
right?
wonderful for you. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's yeah, my goal with the sprouter is because we have our food is broken. So
Yes.
my goal with the sprouter is to get it in schools where they have breakfast programs, and the large corporate companies get all the because they give away anyway. Just to I know, not to get into the whole thing, but just to top each bowl of
Anything with some
what
sprouts, right?
not the non-food with sprouts, that would be good. And to sell it as a fundraiser for the schools, and also for food banks. Our food banks, I don't know in the States how it is, but our food banks are like, there's places that aren't even accepting anyone anymore, and there's people like they can't even go to the food bank because there's no space for them. Imagine, I don't know who the connection is. If anyone's listening and has connections, my goal with the food bank is every family gets one of these sprouters. It's so simple, and every month they get a bag of beans. What? And they grow vegetables for pennies a day. It's not impossible.
Right.
So if anyone's listening, I don't know how,
Super easy to
I've
do.
tried to connect. I haven't reached the people that have said yes yet. Like that's the thing, is you got to keep asking until you get somebody that goes, "Oh, that's a great, let's do it."
Yeah.
Other than saying, "No, we can't do that," health whatever the whole
Yeah.
the story.
Ugh.
I'm sorry. I know I sound like a theorist. I'm not. I'm a realist.
No,
I'm
we're all the
just like,
same.
the
Yeah.
system beats us down.
Yeah. Absolutely. This is why we're doing what we're doing, right? Because it beat us all down. We're fighting back. So,
Yeah, doing the
yeah.
part, right? Letting people know
Yeah.
there's another way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
Good. Well, thank you so much. This was great. It truly was. So if this episode resonated with you, check the show notes for links to Cathy's work. Actually, Cathy, before we get into that, can you just give everybody some links, or how do they get in touch with you if they want to
Yes.
work
Oh,
with
come
you?
to my Tuesday club. All the information
Yes.
you need is on my laughter page. It's cathysclub.com, Cathy with a C.
Okay.
And the worms are cathyscomposters.com if you wanted to find me there.
Nice. Beautiful.
Awesome.
Okay, great. And like I say, I'll put all of those contacts in the show notes as well. So they will be there. And as always, join us on our Facebook page or join our meetup group, where we will be holding live online webinars and events. And all of the links and our contact information as well will be available in the show notes. And remember, do your best and add some laughter to your life, and always be kind, be happy, and be healthy.
Thanks for tuning in to the Happy Healthy Her podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to share it with anyone you think would benefit from the topics we're discussing. We'd love to hear from you. DM us with your thoughts, comments, or ideas for future episodes. And don't forget to check out the links in our bio if you'd like to connect with any of us or learn more about what we do. Until next time, remember, in a world where you can be anything, be kind, be happy, and be healthy.